Skyward Sword song? What? So I do one of these streams every year. Just a quick wrap up of what happened. Games, mostly in the games sector. Sometimes I'll talk about some other stuff, but mostly just games. What I liked and whatnot. And I just like doing it every year. It's fine. The same's gonna happen this year. And we also have this backing of Nintendo relaxing music, and I'm gonna guess what the songs are when they come up, I guess. I think that'll be funny. So without further ado, let's swap over to the correct scene. Hi, how are you? What's up? How's it going? No hat today. Yeah, the hair's freaking out. It's this specific tuft, if it would calm down, it would look better. Just move it back a little bit so it doesn't pop up as much. It's not too bad. So anyway, let's get right into the games. That looks like a stark swap from that like dark blue to white. So the way this works is every year I do my game of the year is my fall flats, my need to plays, and my other / honorable mention games. So there are four kind of categories, and then at the end I talk about the stream and stuff. But basically they aren't in any specific order. They're in release order more or less, like when they released in the year. With a couple of like exceptions, just because I was lazy or something, or didn't put them in the right spot. But yeah, more or less that's it. And so I just go around and talk about why I liked them, or talked about why I disliked some. I talked about why they were in other or honorable mention and stuff like that. And yeah. So without further ado, my game of the years this year in no particular order. Starting off, Donkey Kong Country. By the way, Donkey Kong Country. I gotta turn this down a little bit because it's a little. There you go, perfect. Just want to make sure that's not too loud, and that song is a little bit loud. It's like a good, like it's an overbearing. You just kind of listen to it, and this is the you sit back and relax song. Hold on, wait. I got my fucking the perfect pillow for this. Something like that. You just put on the 10-hour version of the song and just do that. Anyway, should probably talk about my game of the years. First off, World of Horror. So none of this is scripted, by the way. This is all off the book, so you're gonna hear lots of likes and ums and blah blah blah. But anyway, World of Horror finally released earlier this year. I believe I mentioned it on a past Game of the Year list, or not Game of the Year, but probably like in another honorable mention somewhere, in one of my past wrap-up stream lists. And World of Horror finally released at the beginning of this year. Very good game. Roguelike horror, more or less, but it's done very well. Very enjoyably. I liked it a lot. And it's something where it's like there feels like there's nothing like it, but it feels like it has similar things to a lot of other roguelikes and stuff. So it feels similar but different at the same time, and the artwork is really nice. It was developed over a couple years in MS Paint and all that stuff. Check it out for yourself if it sounds interesting, like a horror roguelike kind of roguelike game. It's just really, I talked about it before on one of these, definitely, like I remember talking about it before, on one of these wrap-up streams, and I'm glad it finally released. It's a fun game, and it's still getting more updates and stuff, so I'm excited to check it out some more in the future. KH3 Remind. So I included a couple DLCs on here because I feel like they're worth mentioning. You see the Pokemon Sword and Shield one there later. But KH3 Remind, I think, was really good. Definitely helped enhance Kingdom Hearts 3. Made it a better game than what it was initially. Which wasn't a bad game. It was still on my Game of the Year last year, I think, as well. We're gonna check out last year's list as well, just after the stream, just to kind of like a refresher, look back. Even the story, well, Yeah, you get into some places there, but I think Remind gameplay wise had a lot of stuff that was really nice and was really refreshing for the game. And I mean, the game already itself is already good, so even if I don't like the story that much, you know. But I mean, I have lots of opinions about KH3, and I have lots of opinions about KH3 Remind. I think the game's good though. And I think if you like action RPGs, you should check it out. Maybe, probably not right in KH3 though. But then again, needs more data store. I don't know about that one. What is this song? What the fuck? Oh, it's Thousand Year Door. The Great Boggly Tree. I would have not gotten that. I haven't played Thousand Year Door in so long. Wish I could kind of like turn it up very slight. I don't know. I think it's fine. Anyway, Murder by Numbers is a fun little Picross mystery game. If you like mystery, if you like puzzles, if you like Picross especially, you know, you're always scrounging for the Picross content. You know, we got Pictopic around here. Pictopic by itself, you know, is entertaining, but you know, we got to scrounge around for other recent Picross games on PC, especially. So, Murder by Numbers definitely scratches that itch for one of them. Decent Picross game, kind of easy though, in my opinion. But it's a good little story as well. So if you like, you know, mysteries and you like Picross, check it out. Fun. Animal Crossing New Horizons. I had some debates about putting this here or on the other / honorable mentions list, but I think at the end of the day, I did have a lot of good time with Animal Crossing New Horizons, despite the fact that I think it's released in a state that I was not happy with, and a state where they just, you know, re-release all the stuff and the content afterward. I can put the mouse on the screen there. All the stuff and the content, like, months and months afterwards, like a constant releasing game. I don't like this games with a service thing that's modern games do really that much. You know, I like all my games to be released at once most of the time, and then, you know, have features roll out afterwards in DLCs. Speaking of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Speaking of a game that's not rolled out all at once. Man, was the combat in this game really good. I was really excited to learn. The guy who worked on the KH2 combat system is working on this, and I think he definitely delivered, along with the rest of the Square Enix team. This game was fantastic. I gotta do this piece of hair here. It's fucking bothering me. Hair's going wild. But no, the combat in the game is fantastic. Oh man, it's really great, and definitely one of the best action RPG combat systems. Animal Crossing, by the way, is what the music is in the background. Definitely one of the best action RPG combat systems that I've played in a while. Probably, you know, Kingdom Hearts 2 is probably the last one that I can think of that's like a. They're both just very good. It reminds me a lot of Kingdom Hearts 2 combat. It makes sense, but it reminds me a lot of that where it's like there's all these different ways you can do stuff and that kind of thing. So I'm a big fan of it. I like the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm excited to see what they do with the rest of the game. They're gonna, you know, extend it that long and release it in so many parts. It's gonna be kind of annoying, despite how good the gameplay is. But we'll see. Deep Rock Galactic, fantastic game with friends. Check it out if you have friends. If you play on PC and stuff, it's a very good game to play with friends. I highly recommend it. And maybe I'll play it on stream one day with my friends, but who knows? But no, Deep Rock Galactic is it's so good. Definitely one of my favorite multiplayer games to come out in the last couple of years. Pokemon Sword and Shield, Isle of Armor, and Crown Tundra. I kind of included them in one. Crown Tundra released later in the year, kind of, but this was middle of the year for Isle of Armor, was June, and then Crown Tundra was like October, November. And yeah, Isle of Armor was okay. I think Isle of Armor was decent. wasn't the best, but it was at least better than the main game. Crown Tundra was very good. Crown Tundra, supremely good. I think much better than the normal game. It shows how they can actually maybe make the next game competent. Hopefully, we'll see. Not that this game isn't competent, but it is lacking a lot of stuff that you'd think would be in, a Pokemon game, and it's lacking a lot of the polish and stuff. But, if you looked at any of our past streams, we've talked about it on endlessly, me and Corey and, Kyle and stuff, but mostly just me and Corey back and forth. Never ending talking about it, so it's been talked about. What song is this? I know this one. Metroid Prime, yep. Phendrana Drifts. I was like, I know I've heard that one before. I haven't actually played the game, but I've heard that one before. Ghost of Tsushima. This was my big PlayStation game of the year. I don't play a lot of PlayStation anymore, but Ghost of Tsushima came out. And I was wondering if I was going to buy it or not, and I ended up deciding, you know what, screw it. We're gonna buy Ghost of Tsushima, and I had a really good time with it. It felt very much like it's a Sucker Punch release, which they're the Sly Cooper guys and all that stuff. Don't really know. What did they do for PS3? Hold on, let me take a second. Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch Productions. Infamous, that's what they did. Okay, so yeah, I like their games a lot. They're similar to Naughty Dog, although Naughty Dog, I never played either of the Last of Us, so I guess I've fallen a bit out with Naughty Dog, but much like Naughty Dog, I play a lot of their series, and they're like the PlayStation exclusive guys, but Ghost of Tsushima was like, it's not related to anything I played before, and I guess similar to Naughty Dog with The Last of Us, I was just kind of like, hey, whatever. I don't really care about their newest stuff, But I ended up picking it up anyway. I don't remember exactly the reason why, but it was just like I had money that I was going to spend on something else and I ended up not. So I was like, I'll spend on Ghost of Tsushima. And yeah, I had a really good time. It felt like kind of like early Ubisoft open world before Ubisoft became inundated with so much that it's just like not as fun to play the game. Don't worry, we'll get to Valhalla later. It's not in the bad games part, but it's not in the good games part either. So anyway, Ghost of Tsushima though, it was really fun, and I platinumed it, and it was just a really fun time. It's been a while since I platinumed a game, but the last ones were like the Sly Cooper ones, which were made by the same people. So yeah, is it like Spyro, Crash? Okay, I don't think I platinumed Crash, but I platinumed some of the Spyro games. I platinumed. So yeah, Spyro was probably more recent, but yeah, some of the only other games I've platinumed are the Sly Cooper series, so Ghost of Tsushima falls in there, and it's a Sucker Punch game, so yeah. I really liked Ghost of Tsushima. It was a fun time. I really enjoyed the combat. I forgot to mention that. Combat aspect was really fun, and they released an update where it was like one hit, one kill, and it was like the hard update, and people were like, how is this hard? It's so easy. I can just kill everyone really quickly. And it's like, that's not the point of all that. I like the one hit combat mode. It was very fun. Very enjoyable time. Anyway, moving on. Fall Guys. I think Fall Guys, I have it in my game of the years. I didn't play it too much. I played it maybe like 10 hours at most. Probably less than that, actually, now that I think about it. But Fall Guys, I think, was a very, very good game that released kind of at the right time. It released at the same time not at the same time, but around, Animal Crossing New Horizons, where it's like, you can see all the games in between it, where it doesn't look like it, but they released within like a couple months of each other, where it's like, people are just in quarantine and they need something to do, and Fall Guys fills that niche really well. And it was just a good game. I mean, good, competing with other people online in this like fun little setting where you just run through obstacle courses. I mean, it's kind of a game genre that hasn't been explored too much. The obstacle course stuff, like multiple people online, like Transform Ice. It's a games concept that hasn't been explored too much, at least not in such a level, like where it's elimination and all that stuff, like 100 people which is even less than that Fall Guys, but yeah. What am I trying to think of? Battle Royale. Yeah, it's not a Battle Royale aspect, which it's another. I like how people are integrating Battle Royales in actual games like Mario 35 and like Tetris 99 stuff. But yeah, so it's another one of those, and it's fun. What the fuck is this? Is this Paper Mario again? It's Mario Paint. Okay. Mario Paint music. Alright. Next, Risk of Rain 2 finally released. I've been playing it in the beta for I think I was in the beta in 2019, so I've been playing it for a bit, but it finally released. Another really great multiplayer game, but it's also really good single player. If you just want to goof around by yourself and chill out, I think Risk of Rain 2 is really good. Where's League of Legends? It's been out for a decade, home slice. Can't really say that would make my game of the year this year, but you know. Yeah, no, Risk of Rain 2 is a lot of fun with other people and also by yourself. I think if you're looking for another like 3D roguelike, it's probably the best out there in my opinion of 3D roguelikes. Roguelike slash light slash right slash whatever. Factorio. I know this game's been out for a few years, but it just actually released this year, so it's been early access for a few years. I just started playing it the other day with a couple friends, and we've been having a lot of fun with it, and that's really all I can say about Factorio. I haven't played it too much, maybe like 15 hours, but it's a lot of fun. Very enjoyable time by yourself or with friends. It's like it's this idiot savant game almost. It feels like where you're trying to figure out how to get resources on conveyor belts into these different places and all that stuff. So I enjoy Factorio a lot. I'll be playing more of that in the future. It definitely reminds me of like a RimWorld kind of thing, which I enjoy a lot as well. So good game. Spiritfarer. Ugh, Spiritfarer. So I haven't finished this game, but I am confident in putting it on this list because I have played through a good portion of it, and I'm gonna finish it. Rim Job World, no. I'm gonna finish it, but yeah, it's a very good and it's a very emotional game, Spiritfarer. There's no real combat, which I think is my biggest complaint with it. If they had introduced some combat, I think it would actually be a lot better of a game. I could recommend it a lot easier. Can we change songs? Are we in Metroid now? Are we in Metroid? Oh, that was my 2019 list. No, we're still in the Mario, but that's still the Mario Paint music. Jeez. So anyway, Spiritfarer, really good platformer. DMCA, no, that's not. No. Some Nintendo music ain't gonna get DMCA'd. Come on. Now we swap music. This is a music swap. This is. Is this Paper Mario? Shooting Star Summit, Paper Mario. Ooh. Oh, he's so smart. He's so smart. Anyway. Crusader Kings 3. Really fun game. Still in early access. Technically hasn't released, but I'm putting it up here. Crusader Kings has been a series that's been very confusing in the past, and the reason why is because it has so many DLCs and releases, and the game takes a lot to get into. When coming into Crusader Kings 3, I came in with a fresh start as the game released, so I didn't have all the DLCs, like extra content to bog me down and confuse me, so I was able to learn it within like an hour. I learned how to do all the systems and stuff, so after getting over that initial push of just taking about an hour to learn it at current settings, I think it becomes a really fun game. It's a really fun, like ruler simulator and like lineage simulator and all that stuff. Definitely check it out if you like that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm moving down the list a little bit. Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning. So Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning is a re-release of Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning, and it is just the same game, but it looks better. It's literally it, and with some DLCs, so like some new DLC stuff that's gonna be added soon, I think. Good game. Good action RPG. Pretty simple combat, but it's nice. And that's pretty much it. Now, moving on from simple combat. Donkey Kong Country, by the way. moving on from simple combat to I don't need to check that. I know that for sure, but yeah. So to more complicated combat, Hades. Man, oh man, am I so happy for this game. So last year, I think I talked about Hades, I think, and I had it in my other / honorable mention because I'm like, well, it technically didn't release yet, blah blah blah, you know. And I was one of the, not few, but like definitely not a lot of people were talking about Hades last year. Hades released this year, and people were fucking eating it up. And dude, I'm so happy for this game because it is such a good game. This game is fantastic. It's genuinely, I think, the best Supermassive game yet, which is saying a lot because Supermassive has a couple of good games up their belt. And I think it's Supermassive, right? Transistor and Bastion, but yeah, and Pyre, but. So yeah, I think it's genuinely a really good game. I think I've had a couple people be like, ugh, there's so many roguelikes and it's another roguelike and I don't like, you know, all these roguelikes. And that's understandable complaint, but it is genuinely one of the best in the roguelike category, and it's just like a really good game in general. It's just very fun to play. So yeah, as enough about Hades. Where's my burp redeem? Oh, that was weak. That hurt my throat. Ugh. There you go. Prodigal. This is a game that I haven't heard a lot of people talk about. Prodigal is I think it's very under the radar right now. It is like a GBA styled game based off of the old like GBA Zeldas. The ones made by Capcom, I believe, or maybe not. Link to the not Link to the Past. Link's Awakening is probably the one it's most similar to. I was gonna say Oracle of Seasons and Ages, but I think it's more similar to Link's Awakening. Which I haven't played Oracle of Seasons or Ages, so I can't actually tell you if it's similar to those. But Link's Awakening, I'm getting lost in the sauce here. Link's Awakening, it's very similar to that, and it has dungeons and stuff, and it has upgrades. And it has waifus, so there you go. Prodigal, it's under the radar, but I think it's actually really good, and I think it's going to be one of those, like, it's either going to be one of those hidden gems, or it's going to be found within, like, the year, and people are going to be like, it's so good. It's going to be one of those two. It's going to, yeah, so it's either going to fall to obscurity, or people are going to find it within a short little while, and they're going to think it's really good, because I think it's really good right now, so... And I have the best judge of game character, of course. Everyone remembers when I said Fortnite was going to be a big thing, and then it did. Anyway, broken clock is right twice a day. Monster Sanctuary, my final game on the Game of the Year list. Man, oh man, this released this month. It flew under my radar initially. And then I heard something about it, and I was like, what? There's a monster catcher type game that's like a Metroidvania? Well, that sounds kind of interesting. And I looked it up, and I was like, this looks really cool. And then I played it, and man, is Monster Sanctuary genuinely one of the best Monster Collector games I've ever played, in combined with being a pretty good Metroidvania. The biggest knock to it is it gets really difficult towards the ending, and that's the part I'm at right now, and I have to like rework my teams and all that stuff, but genuinely, it feels like a really smart game. What? Kirby's Epic Yarn. I could not have guessed that one in a million years. I would have not been like, I forgot Kirby was even like, we haven't heard a Kirby song yet, so I was just surprised that Kirby was even here. But anyway, Monster Sanctuary. Check it out if you like monster collectors. Check it out if you like Metroidvanias. Maybe not if you just like Metroidvanias. If you like monster collectors and Metroidvanias, then I think you'll enjoy it. And that's it for my Game of the Years. If I had to choose one, I like to choose one that I think is like the top, my biggest game of the year. And that's a hard ask. But I think I'm going to go the game I had the most fun playing this year. There are a couple that I say at the top of the list. Factorio I've only been playing for a week, but I want to say I like it a lot. Crusader Kings 3 I liked a lot. Amalur, Hades of course. Case Remind, World of Horror. But I think, I hate to say it, but I think I'm going to go with Final Fantasy VII Remake because the combat is just so good, and it's just, playing that game is so much fun. It's genuinely just a fun time to play that game, even if you aren't mired down by the weird. like story stuff that is trying to be introduced and all that shit. Well, anyway. Trash VR chat. Let's turn that up a little bit. It felt like it was a little too low. Oh, it's gonna change songs anyway. Here, let's see what this song is. Oh. Majora's Mask? I don't even have to check that one yet again. Like, come on, bro. So yeah, I have to go Final Fantasy VII Remake. I love the combat in that game. Also, it's gotten to a loud song again, so I'm gonna turn it back down. No, this is not Shelter by Porter Robinson. I'm sorry to say, your guess is incorrect. So, let's move on to the fell flat category. So there's only 2 games on this list. These are the games that I feel like, for me personally, fell a bit flat. I didn't enjoy them as much as other people might have enjoyed them, and I didn't enjoy them as much as my expectations were set to enjoy them. One of them, my expectations already set low, so it's kind of funny. Anyway, here they are. When you sing in my song request, you're gonna have to go to Mr. I'm_Naku to get song requests. I don't do song requests here. I just sing what I want to. Anyway, fell flat. So two games in here. First one, Temtem. Temtem. I had such high hopes for you. Speaking of creature collectors, this is the year of the creature collectors, and by that I mean just these 2, and then there's others that I've learned about and stuff that I'm kind of interested in. But this is the year that I'm getting interested in more different creature collectors, I guess. And Temtem, the thing that brought it down for me is it's MMO-like, because it is an MMO Pokemon game, essentially. Astral Observatory is a bigger song, yeah. I do not disagree. But Temtem, just the way it's designed like an MMO, a lot of the systems don't mesh well with how I want to play a game, you know? Like, the breeding in that game is just, it's just nasty. And it's specifically made for an MMO. What is this song, by the way? This is Zelda. This is Zelda, yeah. Thousand-Year Door. Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door. I did not expect that at all. I did not expect that at all. That sounded so much like a Zelda song. Okay, then. Pepe Mario. But no, Temtem just... It was so close to being a really good game, but it just had those weird MMO things that they have to introduce because it's an MMO, and they have to get people to keep playing the game. They can't have people not play the game because it's an MMO. And because of that, it just made me not want to play it anymore. So I'm sure people who like MMOs enjoy it. I'm not an MMO guy. The other game on the fell flat list, the Dark Pictures Anthology, Little Hope. Before I guess that, what is this song? Wait a second. So Professor Layton I hear in this Nintendo Music relaxing compilation? What the fuck it is? God damn. Okay. Pleasantly surprised. Okay, that... What the fuck? Fucking games that have no relevance anymore and nobody even knows about. I can't believe there's a Professor Layton. Okay. That actually... Wow, okay. I'm like baffled at that being in this relaxing Nintendo Music compilation. But anyway, the Dark Pictures Anthology, Little Hope. So I had little hope for this game being good in general, because the only game that I had in my fell flat category last year was the Dark Pictures Anthology Man of Medan, which is the other game, which me and Kyle played on stream last year. So this one we played on stream this year, and I thought it was going to be probably as campy as that one, and there were some reviews saying like, oh, it's kind of a little bit better. Nice pun, thank you. Thank you. I'm very smart. I make puns. So yeah, I I wasn't expecting much coming into the game, and the game somehow delivered worse. So if you missed the streams of me and Kyle playing this game, man, was it a bad time. But it was like a funny bad time. Like it was pretty hilarious how fucking awful this game was. Oh man, I mean, I said to Kyle after the stream, man, this was an awful experience. I'm excited to see what they make next year. Put us through another fucking round of torture next Halloween. So yeah, that game was just it was worse than I expected, but somehow that made me enjoy it a little bit more, I guess, with how bad it was, even though I was extremely frustrated by the end of that. Anyway, so that's it for Fell Flat. Not very many games this year. And the games that were there, one of them I expected, kinda. And then the other one is just, it's not for me. MMOs are not for me anymore. Need to play. These are games I missed this year that I've heard a lot about. And I know I need to get into. And, so this is something I like to look back at next year. We'll be looking at 2019's Need to Play to see if I played any of them. We'll see if I did or not. But this is something I like to just have and then look at next year and see, did I play any of those? And basically, these are the things that I'm like, oh, these are kind of interesting right now, and I might check them out soon, or I just might not and save my money because I'm a college student. So I need to play. Yes, Your Grace is a little indie game about being a king, and it's like you have like a couple children and the wife, of course. And you have to decide how to lead your kingdom, and it's as far as I can tell, it's not that long, and it's not that much of a costly game. I just saw it a couple months ago. I was kind of interested, and I've been waiting to play it, and I don't think I own it yet, but good to see you, brother. Thanks, man. Good to see you too. VR Chat, where you at? VR Chat did not release this year. I'm sorry to say. But no, thank you for stopping by, Naku. Have a good stream with whatever you're doing. I'm sure it's VR Chat, but Animal Crossing coming up for the music. Anyway, thanks for coming around. So next on my list of need to play, Nioh 2. Played a bit of Nioh 2 actually on the PS4. It's another game that I got for PS4 this year, and like one of only a couple. And this should show you how much I played the PS4 because I only beat the one. I'm thinking like there's another game on the PS4 that I just forgot. No, it's Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, okay. So I only beat like the 2. But yeah, Nioh 2, I played it for about 10-15 hours. Had a really good time. And so I need to go back and just start up another save file and just play through it. It's one of these days. I don't think it released on PC, did it? Did Nioh 2 release on PC? Now that I'm thinking about it. Nioh 2. It did release on. It's coming February 5th, 2021. Okay, so it's coming soon. So I'll probably play that when it comes out on PC again. I mean, I already know it's a good game. I enjoyed my time with it. It felt like I was learning a new type of Souls game, almost. Nioh 1, I had talked about previously on stream. I don't know what game I was playing when I talked about it. But I've definitely talked about it previously on stream. And Nioh 1, I enjoyed a lot. I liked it a lot. I liked the story of it. It was kind of interesting. I liked the gameplay of it. What I didn't like is... I'll get to the music in a second, okay? What I didn't like is... the repetitiveness of the enemies and the bosses and stuff, because it just... Towards the end of Nioh, it was like, okay, you already know all the enemies. There's no new enemies anywhere. It's just old enemies, and... yeah, it was kind of a bummer, and like repeat bosses and stuff like that. Nioh 2, I don't know if it has that. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But what I played of Nioh 2, I really enjoyed the couple bosses that I got to. Like, I think I got to the third one. It's the one where you're in like a burning house and you're fighting like this big Oni demon. Or like, it might have not been Oni, it might have been like a god of something. It was a really fun boss fight because at first I just got my ass whooped, and then I learned how to fight him and stuff, and it felt like it was learning a new... It genuinely felt like I was learning a new Souls game, like a completely different style of Souls game. Which, for someone who's played all the Souls games except for Demon Souls at this point, which we'll talk about that later. I'm just. It felt like a unique experience, but still a good one, which is hard to do when it's like a Souls remake. That's all I wanted to say about Neo. Okay, so what music is this? This is, I'm not looking at it yet. I swapped the tabs. This is Donkey Kong for sure. Yep, Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest. Gotcha. So easy. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. So, I gotta play this eventually. Released on Switch. I'm gonna buy it soon. It's on the Smash list, so you know I gotta stream it because I've been streaming the Smash list, right? Speaking of Smash lists, since I brought it up, next game. I almost said next game is Undertale. No, the next game is not Undertale on the Smash list, since it's not technically in Smash, it's just a Mii costume. The next game is Earthbound, Mother 2, which is why I thought of Undertale, because Undertale's, inspired by that. But yes, Earthbound, Mother 2 is the next game on the list. I got to play it. On stream sometime. We'll talk about some of my streaming stuff, how I haven't been streaming like the past week and stuff after Kingdom Hearts 2 Rando. We'll talk about Kingdom Hearts 2 Rando later. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about later, okay? So anyway, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, what kicked off this whole tangent, is a fun little game. By little, I mean huge RPG. The only Xenoblade game I've ever played is Xenoblade 2, or X, actually, not 2. X is the one with the big boobas. So no, not 2 is the one with the big boobas, so I haven't played 2. I've only played X. And I enjoyed X a lot until I got to a certain point where I couldn't get Mario 64. Until I got to a certain point where I couldn't get to the Big Mac, and I got really pissed off and I stopped playing. So I played through a good chunk of that, so I know I'll probably like Xenoblade Chronicles whenever I do play it, but it's on the Smash list. I gotta wait till I get to Shulk, which is in Smash 4, I think was when he was introduced, I believe. Yes, that was when his trailer was, and he had the Madada's power. So yeah, that'll be a while, but I'm definitely gonna play that eventually. If I ever do the Smash list. Griftlands. This is a cool little thing. I like Slay the Spire a lot, but I'm not really good at card games. Griftlands is another card game kind of battler, and I look forward to playing it whenever it eventually crosses my path. I've had it on my wish list for a while. Yada yada yada. I gotta be right back because it is hot as fuck in my room because my sister, when she left, I think probably turned off the AC. So I gotta go. Okay, let's turn on the AC real quick. Give me a moment. Listen to the tunes. Alright, I've turned the AC down a little bit. I could turn on the fan here, but it would fuck with the mic. I don't want to do, but I did. Speaking of fucking with the mic, I left my door open. Hopefully it'll cool me down a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't fuck with the mic sound. No, I'm looking at it right now like, don't you fuck with me. I think it's fine for now. Anyway, Griftlands, yeah, I already mentioned it. Crosscode, another indie game. Looks interesting. I'm not sure if I will play it or not, but I do. It is something that I'm like, I need to play category. It's more like want to play at this point. But I do want to play it. I want to check it out. Also because it's it has a character from, or it's going to be in an indie fighter, which I like, which I'm not going to talk about on this list because it's not like going to be released anytime soon. It might be released in 2021, but yeah, I want to check out Crosscode. Another one that I was thinking of actually that I forgot to mention is One Step from Eden, which I could just add to this list, you know, kind of retroactively. Oh, I wonder what this is from. One Step from Eden. All the, like, Crosscode and One Step from Eden definitely share a very similar vein in my mind. They feel like similar games, and Reflains also kind of feels like it's similar, where they're just kind of indie games that look cool that I want to check out eventually. Oop, let's not get down there yet. Which specific Zelda game is this, though? Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask seem like a high possibility. Could also be like a reprise, though. But I mean, like from a further game, but referencing the past games. I'm gonna say Ocarina of Time. No. It is a Song of Storms. Twilight Princess. Okay, so it was. Not the Song of Storms. Lost Forest. So it's the Twilight Princess reprised the Ocarina of Time song. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like it was that or Skyward Sword, probably. Deadly Premonition 2. Man, I'm so disappointed in myself. I was waiting for this game for so fucking long. I was like, we're gonna get back on his wild ride, you know? It's gonna be crazy. And then I just didn't play it. I bought it. I have it on the Switch. I just haven't played it. At least I bought it so they know, like, oh, a customer bought it, so they're like, okay, well, people want more of this. So at least I did that. I did my part, because I do enjoy these types of games, the schlocky, kind of like bad, not so good, but also like funny and good, but also bad games. I enjoy them a lot. You know, that's why I like David Cage. This is Mario Galaxy. Galaxy 2, oh sorry. Also known as the same game. Hold on, I need to scroll up for a second. Oh, you know, you can see Half-Life Galaxy, who cares? Spoilers! Wasteland 3 looks like a very good game. I've seen a lot of good reports from people that aren't playing multiplayer. I've seen a lot of bad reports from people that are playing multiplayer. Don't play multiplayer Wasteland 3, apparently. But anyway, they might have fixed that. That was at release when I saw that stuff. But anyway, Wasteland 3 looks really good. I still have to play Wasteland 2. I'm not going to play Wasteland 1 because that game's fucking old as hell. This is at the lowest volume settings, by the way. That's crazy. It's crazy that it's allowed at the lowest volume settings. This is like... This is like right below where I'd listen to it normally. Why is it so fucking loud? That's crazy. So yeah, Wasteland 3... I need to check out Wasteland 2 first, I feel like. I just have this weird habit where I like to play games in a certain order in a series, and I know I'm not the only person. I know other people have that weird habit as well. But I digress. 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. So I've heard a lot of good about this game. I like 999, which I heard is similar to, but it's also different at the same time. Similarities are it has like these branching paths that you can go down in the story, which I think is really cool. But it also has like some gameplay elements and stuff, and it just looks like a good game. And I've seen some people mention it. I think it is definitely like an underrated hidden gem right now. But I've seen some people mention it in passing, and I've seen it pop up on some like reviewers lists. I've seen like some reviewers being like, "Ooh, here's the games that people haven't checked out this year. Here's my, I've seen it like appear in some like top 10 lists as well. Like, oh, people aren't mentioning this." So I think it's a good game that a couple of people know about. Like, it has a somewhat of a manageable following, but not a lot of people know about. And I think I'm gonna spread the word out there. If you like 999, it apparently has a similar story structure. I can't verify that. That's all I've heard. That's what I've heard. So, you know, those nonary games. It has a similar story structure to those kind of things, but completely different gameplay. So. Now we talk Demon's Souls Remake, so we can talk about it later. Demon's Souls Remake. I don't have a PS5, so that's why I haven't played it. Anyway, moving on. No. I'm excited to finally get a chance to play Demon's Souls eventually. And by that, I mean, I'm not going to talk about the PS5 or the Xbox One X or whatever today, really, all that much, but basically, I'm not going to get the PS5 for a couple of years. I'm a college student. I got to pay for all my courses. I also have some health issues involving my fucking teeth lately that have been costing me a lot of money. So I'm not going to be... You know, even right now I don't even have a job. I'm getting pretty much given money to by my family to live. So, and I'm being housed by my family. So it's like I'm not going to buy a PS5 at the moment. We're gonna hold back a little bit. This is Pokemon. This feels like Pokemon here. Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Dude, I'm so good. I'm so smart. I'm so loyal. It's amazing that, you know, the human brain has the capacity to learn so much, and I spend all my time learning about fucking video games and, like, what their music sounds like, even if I've never heard it before. Oh, waste of fucking space in my brain. Ooh, we do be bumping, though. We do be bumping. Diamond, Pearl, Platinum remakes win. Anyway. Sorry for fucking memeing in my own wrap-up of 2020. But Demon's Souls Remake I will play eventually when the PS5 Pro releases and then also drops $100 in price, pretty much. Is when or 100 to 200 depending on what price it releases at. That's when I'll be playing the Demon's Souls Remake. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I wasn't sure if I wanted to pick this one up at first, and I still haven't picked it up fair enough, so I mean, I guess I made my decision a bit. But I decided, Animal Crossing again, I decided that, and this one's a good one, this is a good Animal Crossing song, this is one of those laid back, but I decided that I did want to play it after looking at some gameplay of it and some of the way it plays, but I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it now or like later when there's a lull, and I'm like, oh, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is there, you know, I can buy that. I like the first Hyrule Warriors on Switch. The big part about it that I liked was the boards that were based off different games. That was my favorite part of it, and the fact that it's not in this game is kind of sad, but obviously it's not in this game because this is just about Breath of the Wild, you know. So, I don't blame the game, but at the same time, that was my favorite part, and the fact that it wasn't in it held me off for a while, but now that I've looked at it a bit, I'm like, yeah, I'll probably play it. So, eh. This is from New Leaf, yeah. It's 11 p.m. from New Leaf. About an 11-hour difference, but you know. It's another one of those songs where it's like, where you're just like this. And yes, I am. I am wearing SpongeBob pajamas. Fuck you. What about him? I am wearing Mario and Luigi socks too. And I am wearing a fucking Vinesauce charity shirt. Okay? Fuck off. Moving on. Here are my other honorable mentions. So I put the things here that I either didn't play and I'm not gonna play, or stuff that I felt like wasn't good or wasn't bad at the same time, and just kind of like fits in the middle, or stuff that I feel like I didn't play enough and, you know, I couldn't make a reasonable opinion on, really. That kind of thing. So, you might be saying, oh, you know, something was missing from the list. This is probably where it is. Before we move on. want to say Animal Crossing at first, but I don't think this is actually it. Paper Mario? Galaxy 2? Slimy Spring Galaxy? Well, no wonder. It's from a fucking spring galaxy. I don't want to remember that shit. So, first half, this gets cut off. There's some more on the next page. So it gets cut off to the next page, see? Other and honorable mentions. Half-Life Alyx. I am not a big VR boy. I have a VR headset sitting way back over there in the back corner on the other side of my bed. You can barely see it. It's behind the red box. It's the black box there, right there, that my finger's pointing on right there. I have an Oculus. I stopped using it because my sister's home a lot, and we'll get into that later. My sister's been home a lot because of the coronavirus. And that Oculus headset there, it's the Rift S or whatever, and it has a big ring that goes around your head that's the headphones, and it's really good for, like, it's way better than I expected it to be for, like, sound when you're in the headset. Like, you're like, whoa, I can tell which direction it's coming from, you know, it doesn't feel like you don't have headphones on or something like that. It actually feels really nice. The downside, it's very easy to hear you when you're in the VR headset. It's very easy to hear the noises coming out of the VR headset. So anyone in this small apartment with walls that are thin as paper can't hear me. And they hear what's coming out of my VR headset and what I'm playing. I haven't really played a lot of VR, but Half-Life Alyx, just watching it, god damn, is that game impressive. It's the first, like, really blockbuster VR game, I feel like. And it's not like it's... Like, obviously there's going to be better VR games coming out soon. But I feel like it's the first step, and of course it had to be a Half-Life game, you know, like Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2 were these huge technological, like, you know, fantastic games. And they're like, well, we had, you know, us at Valve, we like VR a lot. What should we do? Make a fucking Half-Life game. Of course they would. Of course they would. So yeah. That's all I mentioned. I'm probably never going to play it, unfortunately. I wanted to play it, but yeah. Why don't you come on down tonight? Relax. This is more... It's more like Hawaiian than Jamaican, maybe? I don't know. I mean, it's also like just a video game song, but... Anyway, what game is this song from? I know the song. I've heard this song many times. I just, off the top of my head, I can't think of what game this is from. Mario. It's Pikmin? Gosh, I fucking hate Pikmin. I've heard that song before, though. I don't know where I've heard that song like a couple times before. Anyway, Legends of Runeterra. You forget that Riot finally became Riot Games this year and released, you know, 2 other games, Valorant, which I didn't even touch, and Legends of Runeterra, which I touched for a little bit. I gotta give it up to Legend of Runeterra. It seemed like a fun game, and I gotta give it up to Riot Games. Gotta give it up to my camera. There we go. Gonna give it up to Riot Games for, I think, having a better system in all their games than their competitors for earning stuff, but still, like, for earning stuff so that if you want to, you can put the time in and not have to spend any money on the game, but still having access to ways to spend money and save that time instead. I have to commend Riot Games for being able to do that, because they did it. It's very well done in League, which I still play, unfortunately, and it's very well done in Legends of Runeterra as well. I actually like how it's done a lot in Legends of Runeterra compared to something like, say, Hearthstone, which I think, fucking goddamn, I hate earning card packs in that game. That's part of the reason I don't play that. I play Hearthstone anymore, but I just couldn't get into Runeterra, really. I'm not really a card game boy. Never was to really begin with, and I've fallen out of it now that I've stopped playing Hearthstone like a year or 2 ago. 2 years ago, I think, yeah. Maybe more. Among Us. Didn't technically release this year unless you're counting the Switch release. But it became popular this year, and it's worth mentioning. It's starting getting updates and stuff now, so it's getting support from its devs. Among Us is a very good game, I think, in my opinion. Among Us, like, everyone talks shit about it. They're like, oh, it's a kid. They're like, oh, Fortnite kids games. Which, I mean, Fortnite isn't bad either, but, you know, don't tell them that. Among Us is a good game. And it's actually, I think, in my opinion, this is high praise coming from me right here, okay? Because I played a lot of these game types. I think it is the easiest Donkey Kong Country. I think it is the easiest and best, like, Trouble in Terrorist Town or, like, Traitor type of game that has come out since Trouble in Terrorist Town. And the reason why is because it's so simple to get people integrated into it. There's no real, like, complications at all. You know, like a Project Winter or an Unfortunate Spaceman, where it's just, like, you're confused doing it. It's just, you get right in. There's the, if you're the survivor, you do mini games, WarioWare mini games. If you're the traitor, you get this big kill button that refreshes every 30 seconds, and you don't get caught. I think it is the best one since Trouble in Terrorist Town, in my genuine opinion. For those reasons, I stay unfollowed. You're allowed to. You don't have to agree with my opinions. But yeah, I think Among Us definitely deserves the kind of fame it's gotten, and I'm very happy to see the devs get some credit. Rogue Legacy 2. So, that game released in early access, not yet out yet, and I'm hoping it will be on my Game of the Year list next year, because right now it is not something that would be deserving of my Game of the Year, so it would be on my Fall Flat list. And it's because I hope it's early access, and I hope after it comes out of early access it's going to be very good. Rogue Legacy 1, one of my favorite roguelikes from back in the day. My friend Corey's favorite, and Corey liked it a lot, and he was very excited for this, and then this kind of released, and there's not a lot of content. So, I've seen them, they're producing some updates, so I'm excited to eventually touch the game when it actually is about to come out, probably. Speaking of roguelikes that come out, Spelunky 2. I did not play a lot of Spelunky 1. I'm very bad at it. So I was like, I'm not going to play Spelunky 2, but it's still a sequel to one of the most acclaimed roguelikes, and like one of the basically grandfathers alongside, you know, Isaac, that have are like the revitalization. I don't know what to say. Take on me, take on me, take me on, I'll be gone when I'm free. So this is Pokemon, by the way? Yeah, when the BGM hits. Yeah, no, the only reason why I know it's Pokemon is because of that, like, Gilda Center remix that has the song. Anyway, Spelunky 2, so yeah, it's a sequel to one of the grandfathers of, like, the revitalization of roguelikes. And so it's a pretty big thing. And I think, from what I've watched, it's really good. You know, can I say better than Spelunky 1? No, because I rarely played either of them, but I watched a lot of it, and I think it's really good. And everyone seems to be pleasantly appeased, I guess you could say. And by appeased, I mean they're liking the game a lot. Oh, I just had to give it a shout out because I've watched a good amount of it, and I think it's good. But I really don't have to give it a shout out. It's probably popular enough. Alright, oh no, what are we looking at down here? No spoilers for that. But what are we looking at down here? Zelda? Twilight Princess. Yet again, a return to past games. Alright. Oh, stream observations. Not supposed to be there yet. So, continuing on with the other / honorable mentions. Phasmophobia. I think this is a good game to play with friends. I think it's a fun time, but I didn't put it on my Game of the Year list because I feel like it needs some work. It feels like you can discover everything inside of it very quickly, and you have to get the joy out of just being kind of a big dickhead with your friends and like making fun of the ghost a lot of the time and stuff. I think with some work, with some more stuff added, some more different ghost types, some more, items that you can use, some different places, which I know they've already added some new places, I think Phasmophobia could be really good. I already think it is pretty good, so, but I'm holding off on it for now. That's why it's just in my honorable mentions and stuff. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I could not, for the grace of me, put this anywhere other than this category. The reason why is I don't think the 3 games that are bundled in are not bad games. Okay? For $40, getting those 3 games isn't a bad deal. The bad deal is the fact that Nintendo is using scummy business practices and a fucking shitty emulator to get these games to the public. If it was a good emulation, or a good, re-release where they actually brought all the HD textures in and they actually didn't just use weird emulation thing, and they give you all the options you needed, and it was more cool features instead of just $40 for the games and then listening to music from them on the screen. Like, I'm listening to music from Nintendo games right now for free, homie. Like, it's just strange to me. It's strange to me, definitely. And when you look at other packs, like I'm a big Mega Man fan, and all the Mega Man collections have all this stuff added to them, like it's all these bonuses, all these artworks, and these cool things that you can get from playing the games. All Stars just has music on the menu at most. This is the lowest volume, by the way, on this YouTube video. Literally 1 out of like 100. Excuse me? You're this loud? Anyway, I had to mention Genshin Impact. Played it for a little bit. Not my cup of tea. A lot of people like it, though. I don't think it's a bad game. I just don't think it's my kind of game. A lot of people are praising it, though, for bringing in... This is an abrupt ending, but... Mario Galaxy. Rosalina's Tale, specifically. Give me the fuck onto that page so I can see... Gateway Galaxy, okay. I guess that's what the name of the song is, but yeah, I get it. Like, it's the galaxy you go to, the gateway one, but it's also like the song that plays when she tells her stories. Anyway, Genshin Impact, I don't think it's a bad game. It's not my cup of tea. People are praising it for putting in gacha elements into a normal game. Why are you praising it for that, bro? Fuck gacha elements. End sentence. I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like gacha in my games. And that's the end of it. There's no me trying. There is me trying gacha for a little bit and then going, man, this is fucking stupid. Just cough Arkanites. Yeah, I don't like gacha. Second Extinction is a fun little early access 3-player dinosaur killing game where a bunch of dinosaurs break out of a lab because we're growing dinosaurs because we didn't learn anything from Jurassic Park. Haha, funny joke. Nobody's ever said that one in reference to a dinosaur game and or movie product. And I think it's a good game so far, but they need to add more stuff, and I think they are. And so, yeah, I think it's a good game. Moving on to the spicy section. Uh-oh, we're in the spicy section. So these are both honorable mentions, and not in the other... Well, I guess maybe there can be other... Listen. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So remember when Assassin's Creed stopped producing their games? Like, they stopped doing yearly productions for a little bit, because they were like, we need to take a break with the series, because it's kind of getting fucking stale. And we need to rework some of the aspects, and we need to figure out how to make it not feel stale as shit. Well, guess what? You're 3 games into your rework, and it's already feeling fucking stale again, Ubisoft. As a fucking Ubisoft fan, like fucking Origins, Animal Crossing by the way, Origins was good. It was a breath of fresh fucking air to the series, and it felt good, and it was short. Odyssey was an improvement on Origins in a lot of ways. It was really long, and that's one of my complaints. Like, it's not a praise, that's a bit of a complaint. But it also improved a lot of ways on Origins, and I liked it a lot. Valhalla doesn't really improve in a lot of ways. It has some changes, like the new exploration-centric map, which feels like shit at first, and you have to play a couple hours before you're like, oh, I understand it now, at least in my experience, because it just kind of felt bad. Basically, the way it works in the new game, in previous games, it was like, okay, so if you go up and you climb up the tower, you do the eagle eye thing, and you see all these objectives around you, and they appear on the map, and there's like, oh, here's a dot here, and you go here, and then you do a side quest or something, or you collect like a thing, and you can level up your abilities, blah 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 blah. Arbitrary level ups, arbitrary improvements to yourself. In this game, it's you go on the map, and you climb up to the bird tower, you go, whatever. All around you on the map, there are glowy spaces. Ooh, the map has turned blue in some places and yellow in others. And then you have to go near them. And once you get close enough, you can do a scan with your bird. And like when you're like 150 or 100 meters, you can do a scan. And it's like, ooh, now you know exactly where the item is. Why couldn't you just told me? Why couldn't you just fucking told me where it was? It's and they have options when the game starts for like easier exploration or harder exploration. It really doesn't change anything. It just changes the distance that you can scan the item at, so you know exactly where it is. It's dumb. They should have just had an option that was like exploration, which I agree. People will like this type of gameplay more. They'll be like, ooh, I can explore around, and it's not just like click on a button and then go to that area on the map. I agree. People will like it more. A lot of people will like it more. Not me. And not a lot of people that are fans of the series, I feel like. And so they should have had the exploration option be lots of exploration, or just show the fucking icons on the map when you do caca bird thing, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's what the two options should have been. Not like hard exploration or easy exploration, and then it's just how close you can scan the item at. It's so fucking dumb. And I have a lot of complaints about this fucking game. No. Fire Emblem. Oh, Xenoblade. That's right. This is Gar Plains. Okay. That's my bad. Was it completely stupid? Stinky, stupid? Why did I get mentioned in Discord? Understandable. Someone gave me a Hitman meme. Understandable. I love Hitman, dude. I had to play more Hitman 2. Yo, did you hear about the Hitman VR being PSVR exclusive? Bruh. It's kind of shit. Anyway. Like, that's something I would have whipped out the VR for, okay? But it's VR, it's fucking PSVR exclusive. Are you fucking kidding me? I want to remind you that this is at the lowest volume of the YouTube video. What the fuck? Why is this so fucking loud? It's going halfway up the volume bar. Inside OBS. What the fuck? Anyway. So yeah, whatever, fucking Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I was gonna say, there's one mission where you can, and I like a good portion of the game, but it does feel stale. I do like the game, but it does feel stale. That's why it's not in the fall flag categories, because I still enjoy the game. So it's like an honorable mention, kind of, but I can't say that it was one of my game of the years, like I did with Odyssey and Origins and stuff, where I was like, oh, I genuinely enjoy these games. I can't say that about this game. They definitely felt muted. And so there's one mission in the game where at the end of it, the dude's like, "Oh, I put your name in this thing where guys will hunt you down, and you gotta take it out." Like the game's like telling you, like, take out this name, or we'll send a bunch of hard fucking enemies at you. And so I took out my name. No big deal. It turns out later, there's no option in game to do this. It's just what if you either took out your name or you don't. I found out later that if you want to fight the hard enemies that appear that like have specific names and they have weaknesses and strengths and all that stuff, you know, like the Nemesis system from Shadow of War, which is one of my favorite systems in games that hasn't been used a lot. If you want to have those guys and like easily fight them without having to track them down across the fucking ends of the goddamn earth, you have to not take your name out of that, despite the game saying, take your fucking name out of it, and like keep telling you to take your name out of it. And there's no option to be like, hey, can I just have them hunt me down now, like so I can fight them and have a fun time happen? No, it's just, haha, go fuck yourself. You have to hunt them down now if you want to fight them. Like, it's so dumb. That's a genuinely just have an option that's like, you want them to chase you or not? Yeah, like after you've reached that point in the game. And then like turn it on. Animal Crossing, by the way. It's just like, why, whatever. And I know you wanted me to be immersed in the game, but I don't feel immersed when I'm traveling across the game and I get fucking taken out of the game. I get yoinked out of the fucking Animus, like, oh, we gotta show you the story now. I'll give credit where credit is due. This is the first time I fucking cared about the main character in these 3 games so far, is in this game. Actually, at the end of the last one as well. She had some cool stuff at the end of that DLC, but it's the first real time where I've actually like cared about her, and the reason why is because they brought in some of the old characters from the previous game, from Desmond era Assassin's Creed, and we're like, hey, look at these old characters, they're interacting with new characters, isn't it quirky? Isn't it funny? And I'm like, oh, I'm actually interested, you know? As the previous 2 games where I was just like, bruh. Sorry, that's my opinion about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Solid, like, 6 out of 10, I want to say. It was still a good game, but it felt fucking stale. If this was the game that came out, you know, without Origins or Odyssey coming up before it, I'd be like, yo, this game fucking rocks! But it has the previous 2 games, and that creates a bit of an issue. Darkness, then redness, then whiteness. Sorry for that Tobuscus reference. Apparently my camera doesn't like it. Okay, there you go. I just had to fucking strangle the fucking camera. So yeah, that's I think the music is over now, by the way. We've passed 75 minutes of relaxing. Another 75. Okay, there you go. It's a sequel. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. Would not have guessed that. I'm bad when it comes to Kirby music, because Kirby music just sounds like other Nintendo music. But in Kirby. I would have said definitely Zelda for this. This would have been a Zelda. A hard Zelda for me. And I would have been like, what Zelda game is this? I'm not sure what Zelda game this is. And I would be like, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse? What? Anyway. Moving on. Cyberpunk. What the fuck is it? Kirby? This is another vegetative song. I'd go back on there if I haven't done the joke too many times already, but anyway. Moving on to the other spicy one down here, Cyberpunk 2077. So I wanted to come back to stream for this game. You know what game I forgot to put up on the Game of the Year list? Speaking of, stupid stinky idiot. Stupid stinky. I'm streaming right now. Can you text me everything you want from the grocery store right now? Sorry, I'm fucking streaming. You don't know how busy I am? Anyway, I forgot to put something up on the Game of the Year list here. I don't know what time it released. I'm going to say before Hades. No, after Hades. I'm going to say after Hades. I'm going to say Bug Snacks. Fuck, was Bug Snacks good. I can't believe I forgot to put that up there. And it has a red line under it and everything. Like, look at you, you fucking idiot. Bug Snag. You guys seen that? Bug Snag. No, I think this is correct. Add Bug Snacks to the dictionary. There you go. So yeah, Bugsnax is good. I really enjoyed it. And it was a good time, and it was... Speaking of getting back into streaming, this was the kind of thing that got me back to streaming at the end of the year, and I'll talk about why I wasn't streaming so much this year, and why I haven't streamed this past week, and such, and blah, 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 blah. We'll get to it in a second. So anyway, Bugsnax, I was really happy for that to introduce me back in. Had two of my favorite things, bugs and snacks, you know. I'm really glad that game was there to help me get back into streaming a little bit. So, Cyberpunk 2077. So this is the reason why I wanted to get back into streaming around this time, is because I wanted to stream Cyberpunk when it came out. I didn't know if Cyberpunk was going to be good, I didn't know if Cyberpunk was going to be bad, but I wanted to stream it. I've only done one stream of it. I haven't played the game since, because I've been waiting to stream it again, and I've just been too fucking lazy to stream it. I've seen a lot of the online discourse. Some of it, I think, is gamers overreacting. Gamers can overreact? Yes, they can. It's happened many times. And I think a lot of it is gamers overreacting. I enjoyed my time with the game after I got used to it. Like, after the first hour and a half, where I was, like, kind of felt sick because of the way the UI and, like, the game world was displayed to you. But after that, I was like, oh, I'm enjoying the game, you know? Grunky said it's bad. Well, it's... Donkey said it's bad. I guess it's bad. But I think there's definitely a lot of gamer overreaction to the response to this game. Might stream more of it. If it goes too long where I don't stream it, I'll just play the fucking rest of the game myself then. Like... But a big reason why I ended up not playing Cyberpunk 2077 as much as I did... Oh, and that's why I put it in the honorable mentions or other, because I can't form a valuable opinion of it yet with a little amount of time. Also, this is a different song. No, it's still Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, okay. So, moving on. Oop. Sorry, I just want to put it at the lowest volume. Or have to change songs as well. Oh, this is, Zelda Breath of the Wild. Skyward Sword, actually. Well, fuck me, I guess. I forgot that Skyward Sword... I always confuse this... Not specifically this Skyward Sword song, but like some Skyward Sword songs with some Breath of the Wild songs, because they sound like weirdly similar. It's also because I didn't play a lot of Skyward Sword, and Breath of the Wild has no fucking memorable songs, pretty much. It has like 3. But, you know, you ain't heard that from me. Anyway. So, Cyberpunk 2077, I can't say much about, but anyway, a lot of the reason why I didn't play a lot of Cyberpunk 2077 on stream is because another thing kind of fucking blindsided me, and I really enjoyed streaming it, and it was called Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix Randomizer. Man, is that a lot of fun. It's a whole hell of a lot of fun. And I will be streaming more of that when I get back to streaming, which won't be tomorrow, and probably I'll do it a little bit in the early January, depending on health issues. But I enjoyed KH2 Rando a lot, and I had a good time. And yeah, it completely blindsided me, and the reason why it's on this list, despite KH2 being, you know, nearly 2 decades old at this point, like, for fuck's sake. When did KH2 release? 15 years old, right? 2005, yeah. December 22nd, 2005, so just over 15 years. And man, what a 15 years that has been with a fantastic game. And the Rando released this year, and people have been playing it and going crazy, and I threw my hat into it right as I started streaming again, and I was like, holy fuck, this is fun as hell. I just want to stream this. And then the competition started happening, so I was preparing for the competition, and I just enjoyed my time with KH2 Rando. And I think I will keep enjoying it, whether it be my free time or on stream time. So that's it from the honorable mentions and other. Finally, after I'm done with all these games categories, I do have two things where I like to reflect, two little categories, and it's stream observations, where I look at the stream stuff from the last year and say, what can I change? And then the other one's future plans, which is just plans I have for the future, general plans. So let's take a look. See here, shall we? Boop. Stream observations. I only got two this year. I'm sure last year I had a whole fucking host of them. We're gonna look at last year once we're done here. But stream observations: stream more and be consistent. Donkey Kong Country. Stream more and be consistent. Technically, Donkey Kong Country 2, I think. The Tropical Freeze. I didn't know Tropical Freeze had a remake of the song. Interesting. So yeah. Stream more and be consistent. And the reason why it's just those simple things is because this year I wasn't able to stream a lot because of coronavirus. So when the coronavirus happened, a lot of people got free time to stream because they were fucking fired and couldn't do school and were sitting at home. I should be laughing at it, but and we're sitting at home and they're like, they have free time to fucking stream. Unfortunately, my sister, who is working still, works from home a lot of the time because of the coronavirus. So I had to sit at home with my sister in this tiny apartment, which I mentioned earlier has paper-thin walls. I can't really stream. Compound that with the fact that I was having some pretty major health issues involving my mouth, which might be returning, unfortunately. And pretty major semester for me in college. It was my last math-based semester. I don't have any more fucking math, thank the heavens. But yeah, we're just gonna chill out a little bit. My sister's been going back to work. Unfortunately, she hasn't gotten the vaccine yet, so I'm a little worried. But what can you do? Especially when you work for the fucking government. And she doesn't work directly for the government, don't worry about it. But anyway, it's just, you know, I didn't mind her being home because it's like, I'd rather her not catch the coronavirus. But at the same time, it's like, I could not stream because if I was, I was just going to be a loud, annoying asshole in the middle of the day while she was trying to work it on conference calls with important people. To say it at the least, to put it in the leastest. So yeah, I didn't want to just be a fucking asshole, more or less. So stream more because I wasn't able to this year. You know, make up for lost time, more or less, and be consistent. I fucking need consistency. Consistency is fucking key. I always say it to my friends when they're talking about streaming. I always say it all the fucking time. I need to just be goddamn consistent. Even if it's streaming like 2 days a week, I need to consistently stream those 2 days a week. And it's just, I'm so fucking lazy. I feel like such a lazy asshole all the time. But, you know, like with this, I knew I had to get it done before the end of the year. I'm like, I gotta fucking get this 2020 stream. I need to do it. I need to find a day to do it. I'm trying to fix my sleeping schedule right now because my earliest classes are like 9:40, and I'm trying to be up by 9 in the morning right now, so I'm fucking with my sleeping schedule right now. My fucking mouth hurts again, and I'm hoping there's not medical issues there. It's fucked. So I'm trying to hopefully I can stream more and be consistent this year. Yeah. It's just chilling with this song, being like, yeah, I really hope I can stream more this year. Starting up another semester, it's not going to be an easy one. I got 2 coding classes, my second German and a history class, so it's not going to be like a particularly easy one, but it is going to be at least stuff that I enjoy instead of having a fucking math class. God, fucking discrete math blows. But I'm done with math, so I don't have to worry about a math in my semester anymore. I'm done with science, mostly. Just, you know, like computer science is left, which I like. I'm doing a history minor, so I like history, and it's just take this class and learn about, you know, this semester I'm learning about economics, oh boy. But I'm just learning about it. I don't actually have to be an economicist. What do they call them? Economist. There you go. My brain could not fucking find the word. If you couldn't tell, I took a shot before this stream, and I think it helped me out a lot. I definitely enjoyed just talking, shooting the shit with myself. So yeah, that's the stream observations. Future plans. Get through college while still trying to stream, very important, or make something. And that's also kind of important for me because I do want to make a game, but it just hasn't happened. It's either me being lazy or health issues or me just... plenty of excuses I could fucking make. And to the end of the day, it's just like I haven't done it yet. I just need to put my fucking hat in the ring, put my foot in the circle, put my do-si-do in the yo-si-yo. You know what I mean? Probably. So I want to focus on college, but still I want to have a secondary focus on streaming and possibly making something, and not just games, dude. I'm actually making some other stuff too. By the way, this is Mario Galaxy. It's 1,000 Year Door, actually. Okay. Could have fooled me. This is really 1,000 Year Door? Huh. Okay. And finally, the thing I have in the future plan is a rando question mark. The reason why is because after taking a break after that tournament from King H2 randos, I was looking at other randos and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna fucking play an Ocarina of Time rando, and I had a really good time. Really enjoyed it. What I learned from it is not to do key sanity. That I need to play through Ocarina of Time normally, probably, so I can remember where all the shit is and all that stuff. But I thought, you know, it's kind of interesting. I could do this on stream. I could learn this rando on stream, and then I could learn other randos on stream. And hey, you know, I already know how to play some of these other games that have randos, you know, like Link to the Past and Super Metroid. Like, I know how to play these games. I could play these games with randos. I could, you know, maybe. Well, Super Metroid, I have to learn where all the secrets are, so. But that's the point, is that maybe I could, like, go on stream and be like, okay, so here I'm going to play through this whole game. Time to play through this whole game. You know, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Link to the Past, Super Metroid, whatever. And be like, okay, so I played through the whole game. I've learned where, you know, I've tried my best to at least learn where everything is, and now I can play the randomizer. And let's try to, you know, play through that and learn where stuff is. Animal Crossing. First note, you can tell when it's fucking... Dude, it's so easy. Animal Crossing music is so... It's so different from everything else. But yeah, so I was thinking maybe I'll start learning some randos. You know what, I'm actually going to bring up something. So here's my Smash Ultimate character to game list. I don't know where we're... Ooh, that's not looking good. Just swap to normal... Chrome. There you go. There you go. So there's my Smash games list. Here's I have it. You can access it at any time. And you'll see in green's the ones I completed, yellow's the ones that I own, red's the ones that I don't own at the moment. I don't know why I specifically have Power Tour in for games in there. Oh, I know why, because that's the tennis game that I like. But yes, so here's the list. And obviously, you know, there's some games on here that would have randos in them. So maybe when I get to those games in the list, you know, I don't know, maybe like there's a rescue team randomizer, probably. There's a website, speaking of, there's another website that I found. Don't look at all this stuff. There's another website that I found. Big list of video game randomizers. And this has... So these are the new randomizers, only ones the past 3 months. And then everything else is all... There's an ActRaiser randomizer. What the fuck? Bruh. So yes, there are a whole Bloodborne randomizer. What the fuck? How would you even go about that? You just mod your PS4. That'd be fucked. Cave Story. So like this, it's just a whole website of randomizers. So there's Mario randomizer, Secret Mana, Lama Lana, Kingdom Hearts. Hey, I know about this one. Legend of Gaia, Hollow Knight, Hitman 2. What? Item randomizer that randomizing a world hero NPC and stash inventories. Bruh. So yeah, there's a lot of randomizers. Mega Man, Metroid, Minecraft, Octopath Traveler. What the fuck? I'm getting lost in the sauce here. Pokemon? I wonder. Mystery Dungeon. Yep, found it. Wow. Who could have believed? I mean, I already know. I forgot to even mention that I could play some Pokemon randomizers as well. I've played some of those before, literally on stream before. So yeah, it's just like I could just fucking Star Wars, Super Smash Brothers. What? Huh? Wanna tell me how this works? What is this? What is this? What is this? What? It doesn't explain. What? Big Bowser?
Despite all my best efforts,
I have to know what this is.
Randomized in the game. Pretty much, you just set everything up the same way as a mod for any other Switch game, like Mario Odyssey, for example. This time, though, you need to extract the game files yourself, and my day is ruined. So anyway, totally unrelated, but let me show you this Smash Ultimate randomizer I've made. What I'll do is give you a quick rundown of how it works, and then what actually gets randomized in the game. Pretty much, and click Spirits mode randomly, and a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, okay.
Once again.
That's interesting. What the fuck? That's... Okay. I think I understand what they're going for there. Sorry, I got a little lost. Terraria, dude. Elder Scrolls, Zelda, all these Zelda. Sorry, I'm just looking at the... What? XCOM? What? Was included in Long... What? It's included in Long War? Anyway! What music is this? This is fucking Metroid Prime. Would not have figured that one out. We're getting lost in the sauce here. So anyway, going back to the fucking rando thing. Sorry, I was just looking at shit for a while. Like, I just got totally lost. So, like, when we get down to... I wonder if Bowser's Story is randomized, dude. What the fuck? So when we get down to, like, Ocarina of Time, possibly 3D. We're not going to do 3D. We're not going to do 3D since we're going to be wanting to learn the randomizer. So when we get down to Ocarina of Time, we can play Ocarina of Time through, and then we'll be like, okay, we've learned the game. We can do the randomizer. You know, I'm actually going back to... I fucking hate myself. We're going back to the history. And the reason why is because I want to see... Okay, so no. There's no... The only one that has the HD is Twilight Princess? That's strange. Probably not that different from those Twilight Princess stuff. What game has these sounds? It's like Mario Paint again. Paper. Oh, it's original Paper Mario. Okay. Okay. You can actually now see like when I go over and like what the result is. So yeah, it's just that kind of thing. When I get here for sure. When I get here for sure. You know, maybe I have to check to see if there's randomizers for other games and I'll have to play. But like maybe when I get here, I can play one of the old rescue dungeons or mystery dungeons, like of Sky or whatever. You know, Pokemon Soul Silver. I'm sure there's randomizers for that, etc., etc. Majora's Mask. Probably not gonna do 3D. Twilight Princess. I could do HD. That kind of thing. I forgot to add Sephiroth here. What the fuck am I gonna do for Sephiroth, dude? Cloud's already in the game. I mean, I guess the remake and the original are different games, so... What do I have Cloud written down as? Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I'll probably just play the original Final Fantasy VII when I get to Cloud. And then... Oh, we in the Zora fucking domain out here. Gaming in the Zora domain, and... So let's just do a quick addition. And then we'll just do the Final Fantasy VII Remake. How about? There you go. And for my note... For my note. That's all I need to know. Let's color code this bad boy. Conditional formatting. There you go. Oh, there you go. So that should be fine as long as they don't add any more Final Fantasy VII characters. Like add someone from a different Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, add someone from a different Final Fantasy VII. We'll be fine. Anyway, we're getting lost a little bit in the sauce here. So yeah, Smash List. We will be playing fucking Mother 2. By that I mean Earthbound. Sometime soon. Sometime soon. TM. On stream. So yeah, and then we can continue on the list. It's not like Mother 2's stopped me because I'm afraid to play Mother 2 or anything. I'm just fucking lazy. I'm like, oh, I gotta play a whole fucking RPG on stream, dude. Bleh. I'm just bored as hell. And the next RPG after that won't be till Bowser's Inside Story, which I think the way the Mario and Luigi games do their turn-based stuff is very nice. It's a lot better than other turn-based games, so that's just my opinion, man. Like, haha. Anyway. So that's it for that. Let's swap back to the other thing. Get off of that. And so this is the 2020 stuff. We're done with that. Alright? We're done with it. It's done. But I'm gonna look back at 2019 to see you know, the game of the years we had. Respectable game of the years, just looking real quick. This isn't the stuff I'm really interested. Oh, but yeah, I remember all these games. They were very fun. I forgot it's how the Goose Game. I forgot that existed. Fell flat. So that's it. Need to play. So I want to see if I played any of these this year. Let's take a quick look. Yakuza Kiwami. Nope. Didn't play it. Control. Nope. Didn't play it. Greedfall. Nope. Didn't play it. Medieval Remake. Fuck, I forgot. I wanted to play that game. Next year for October, maybe. That one I'm mad about. Planet Zoo. Nope. Didn't play it. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Mad about that one too, because I've owned it for a while and just haven't played it. Oh, fuck me. We can actually look at past. Let's look at past. Like years as well, and see if I ever played the games from those lists. I think that'd be funny. So let's see. Just looking at the other stuff as well. Respectable. Oh god, Mega Man 11. We need another fucking game like that, dude. Who's the 6? Nope. The Messenger. Nope. Fist of the North Star Lost Parent. Nope. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Nope. Just Cause 4. Nope. Okay. Well, thanks for that. Oh god, this is before I formatted the stuff. Wow. There's a lot of fall flats in this year for me. And I still agree with myself on all of them. People might not like that I said that around Horizon Zero Dawn, but anyway, need to play Nier Automata. I fucking tried, dude. I tried so much with that fucking game, dude. I fucking can't play that fucking game. I've tried like 3 or 4 times. I just can't play Nier. XCOM 2, War of the Chosen. I played a bit of it. White Day 11th, Crawled School. Also played a little bit of it. I need to beat it though, like on stream and all that stuff. Also, what was that last song? What is this song? This is. Da da da. I know this song. Da da da. Da da da. What is this from? It's from Mario? Mario? Super Smash Bros. Melee, okay. And the last song was Xenoblade. I would not have guessed Xenoblade at all. Yeah, we were booling on Zora's Domain before that. Yeah, it's Melee. Okay, yeah. Alright. Fucking. Okay, so need to play, what else? Middle Earth Shadow of War. Yep, played through it. West of Loathing. Yep, played through it. Cook's Relations 2. Yep, played a little bit of it. Hand of Fate 2. Did not beat it. Fuck off. Hollow Knight, yep, dude. I did my 2017 list. Also, Super Paper Mario. Ooh, wahoo! We're getting some good song in here. Yeah. Memory 4 from Super Paper Mario. Okay. So I actually played a lot from the 2017 list, which is surprising me. I played all of them. Actually, now that I think about it, I have genuinely played all of these games. Some of them I did not beat, but I did genuinely play all these games. Wow. I want to go back to the 2018 list. Yakuza 6 didn't play at all. The Messenger didn't play at all. Fist of the North Star, Kingdom Come I did play like 15 hours, so I did play that one. Just Cause 4 I did not play though. So I only played 1 out of the 5 games I had on here this year, and I played all of these. Wow, I can't believe I actually did play all of these. Well, that's genuinely surprising me. But anyway, 2019 continuing on. Yeah, I didn't play any of these. I played a bit of Kiwami actually. I played a little bit, not enough for me to consider myself like having actually played the game. You know. Also, Control was on a lot of the Game of the Year stuff this year. People forget that Control released last year or something? It was probably right at the end of last year, so people are just putting it into this year because they didn't consider it during December, I guess. Because everyone does it at the beginning of December. Alright, I want to look at the stream observations and stuff from last year as well, so let's just scroll down real quick. Hades, see, dude, I told you Hades was on the other / honorable mentions. I fucking told you, dude. God, I love Hades. What a good game. Stream observations. Need to stream more often. Coronavirus. Try to actually follow the schedule. I mean, that's something that I feel like would happen if I stream more often. Stick with games that you start. I've been doing that. Well, Cyberpunk 2077. Don't tell him. Don't tell Cyberpunk. But I've been doing that when I stream a game. I try to finish it off at least, which I haven't played that many this year. So Follow a schedule for games, so maybe you aren't playing the same game 3 days a week if you're not too into it. Okay. I understand what I'm trying to say here. Basically, if I'm playing, for instance, if I'm playing Mother 2 and I'm not really that into Mother 2 for whatever reason, like I'm like, I don't really enjoy, playing this RPG for this long, I can just, follow the schedule that's like, okay, so this is the one day we're playing the Smash game, this is the Smash game day or whatever, so I only have to play it on that day. I understand that. Okay. That's kind of an interesting thought. I like it. I like that thought. Let's look at future plans. Continue focusing on college. Got you, fam. I got you. Make a game in 2020, no matter how small. So 1 out of 2 ain't bad. 1 out of 2 ain't bad, homie. I don't think anyone knew how bad 2020 was going to be. When at the end of 2019, all we were getting was like some murmurings of the coronavirus. Because I remember reading some stuff about it. Like, maybe not at the end of 2019, but maybe at the beginning of 2020. Like, a couple months before it happened. Like, there was stuff on Reddit and all that stuff. Like, oh, there's a pretty major virus going on over in China. And that just fucking exploded. So I don't think I had that in mind, that we'd be living in pandemic times. But I don't think that would have stopped. I don't think that would have really realistically stopped me from making a game. But what do I know, eh? So that's pretty much it. I mean, hey, it was a good time, man. I wanted to mention something else. Something was on my mind there for a second, and it completely got blown away. What song is this, by the way? This is Twilight Princess, like Hylia. Okay. I don't know enough about Twilight Princess or I haven't played enough. I've played a good amount of Twilight Princess, but I never beat it. And so I just don't remember all the stuff from it. I remember Agatha the bug girl, though, because, I'm a bug boy, so I can relate. That's all I can say. Sometimes I think about that. What if I'd actually follow that path and become an entomologist and all that kind of shit? But, I still kill bugs if they come on my walls. So, like, even spiders and stuff. It's not like I'm like, oh, I love all bugs. Nah, motherfucker, if you're walking into my room and you're crawling around the wall super fast, you liable to get smacked. If you zipping around like a little fly, whap! Animal Crossing. God, it's so easy every time. But if there's like a bigger bug, like or like a slower bug, I should say at the very least, then I usually catch it and let it out. Like a there was a millipede crawling around in my wires. I thought it was one of my wires at first, but there's a millipede crawling around on there, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing down there, buddy? So I fucking scooped them up in a cup and brought them out. Millipedes are the well, I don't know if all millipedes are, but they're different species. And the one that I'm specifically thinking of is the thick black ones that have like the tons of legs underneath, and they almost look like if a pill bug was elongated and made bigger, pretty much. Yeah, and it's black like a wire. So I just, I touched it. I actually touched it with my foot, and I thought it was a wire, and I was just like I wasn't even paying attention, and I just like saw it. I felt something move next to my foot, and I was like, what the fuck? And I looked down, and I was like, I just see wires, and then I focused in, and I was like, wait a second, that's a fucking millipede. Big ass motherfucker. I haven't seen one of those in a while, so I was genuinely surprised. But stuff like that, all that out. But man, I'm just going off on tangents today. I genuinely forgot what I wanted to say earlier, though. Maybe if I bring back up, I have an idea. If I bring back up 2019 wrap-up stream document, and I will look back at what this is. No, I don't think there's anything that reminds me of what I was going to say here. Unfortunately. Oh, the Animal Crossing music put me to fucking sleep, dude. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Smash game list, more randos, KH2 or otherwise. Boink. See if there's an Earthbound rando. I have to search it up real quick now. Earthbound randomizer. Holy shit. Oh my god. What the fuck? Character spread. What? Complete change. Instead of proceeding through a normal storyline in Earthbound, all rooms and doors have been shuffled into a multi-level maze. You start with all 4 running members and you go proceed through all 8 levels of the maze, each level guarded by a shiny spot, and reach and defeat Gigagas. That's fucked. But it exists. I need to see. What's this on the rando site? I just didn't see it. Hold on. Let's see. Now I'm looking at everything on a different thing. There's a Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order randomizer. Yep, Earthbound. Earthbound Beginnings, Earthbound, and Mother. All have randomizers. Oh, this is Donkey Kong, by the way. Very Donkey Kong sounding song. Bing, 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 boom. This is a callback though. This is a callback from one of the future ones. So it's gonna be Donkey Kong Returns or Tropical Freeze. Tropical Freeze, okay. Dude, I got me. So there's 2 different Earthbound randomizers. One of them does what I explained before, where it does like all the different shit. And then the other one, see, some of the games have like multiple randomizers, so it's like, which one do I do? I guess I could try them both out. But the other one, so yeah, the one does like the maze thing, and then the other one has random, like you can just random all the enemies, items, transformations. I don't even know what that fucking means. Condiments. What? I need to play Earthbound. Gift boxes, shops, NPC and PC sprites, doors, location, music, map palettes, and text changes. So yeah, that one just, it keeps the game normal, but it randomizes all the shit in the game. Okay. So I think the other one's probably going to be more fun at the very least, because it's not like you're just playing the normal game, you know? But with like the stuff randomized. But I mean, that one can still be fun too, I think. It just feels like it's more vanilla. Mother 3 also has a randomizer. And you gotta wonder. Is this maybe the same guy who just made the last one? It's on the same website as the last one, but it's not the same guy up here. It's a different guy. So yeah. It last edited 2 years ago. Randomizer's been going for a while now. So maybe after Earthbound we'll do that one where it like makes a maze or whatever. I think that'd be funny. I think that'd be funny. And yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm gonna enjoy doing. Is if I enjoy a game enough, play the fucking randomizer of it. You know, have a good time with it. But for now, this is gonna be it for me. I'm gonna go. It's 1:10. I'm gonna go eat, chill out, have a good rest of my day. Get ready for New Year's Eve tomorrow, which is what am I doing on New Year's Eve? Fucking nothing, dude. It's so good. My friends are inviting me down to. One of my friends is inviting me to carpool back with them back to our home county, about 3 hours away, and they're having a party there, and I'm just like, sorry, but this year I am not going. I'm chilling out at my home for multiple reasons. He's like, okay, understandable. So I'm chilling out. We mad chillin' this year. I don't know why I'm so tired, though. I had 7 hours of sleep last night, so... Usual hours. I mean, it's definitely... The answer is because I'm completely fucking with my sleep schedule right now, but... Still, I wonder why. For some reason in my head, when I hear this song, sometimes I think of Fire Emblem as well, because it's in the Subspace Emissary. This song specifically is in the Subspace Emissary. It plays during the levels where you play as Donkey Kong and like Star Fox. For some reason in my head, it's just like, because of that game and because it's in Subspace, I'm like, oh, it's a Fire Emblem. First thing I think of, and I'm like, wait, no, it's fucking Donkey Kong. What are you talking about? Notice how there hasn't been one Fire Emblem song here. I think this fucking YouTuber, his name's Luigi. I don't think he likes Fire Emblem. Alright, what do I think this is? This might be the last one. Gotta make this good. This is the list that had Professor Layton in here, so it's not out of the ordinary. They might toss in a fucking curveball. This is the same creator, I should say, that had Professor Layton. Like, speaking of Professor Layton, I don't think this is it, but this could be. It is Professor Layton's Pandora's Box. What the fuck? This man had 2 Layton songs. I'm pleasantly surprised. Also, Pandora's Box. It's actually the Diabolical Box. So check yourself, game or video creator, I should say, not game creator. Check yourself, please, because yeah, it's Diabolical Box here in the U.S. You know. Ugh. You want to just chill out and listen to some music for a good while, you know? Just you know, become vegetative. The room has cooled down a bit. I'll actually be right back. I know why my room got so hot before, because you left the heat on, dude. God damn. My room is a little more insulated, although it does have this big window lanai thing out here that brings in a lot of cold air. We're still lighting it up, dude. I'm so pleasantly surprised at this thing that I clicked has a fucking Layton song in it. It also had Zora's Domain. They're like, that one's... Oh, that one made me just fucking rock out. I love the Zora's Domain song. It's probably one of my favorite Zelda songs. I think it's underappreciated, not a lot of people talk about it. This is... illegal, no. This is Pokemon, I would say. Yeah. Thank God I called it before that started playing, because I would have changed my answer. Maybe not, but maybe not because of the instrument, but like the way like that song part is delivered, I feel like that's very different. But yeah, I don't know. I would have thought about it more if I didn't make my answer before that little part come in. But if I got to this part, I would definitely be like, yeah, Pokemon. This is Pokemon. So let me stretch my legs out real quick. You know, here you go. So stupid. Mario. I don't even have to look, but I'm gonna look anyway. Mario 3D World. Okay. I don't know if it's 3D World. I definitely thought this was a galaxy. Alright, well. I'm gonna let the song fade out while I fall asleep on camera. And then we're gonna end the stream. Alright. Thank you so much for watching, anyone that's been here, and anyone that's watching the VOD on YouTube. It has been 2 hours. 2 hours of me rambling like a fucking maniac about games I played this year. And my plans for the future. So, thanks for watching. You know what's fucked up? I know I said I was going to be done. It's fucked up. I used to be able to pick my nose with my tongue as a kid. And it was like an impressive trick I used to show off to like other kids and like adults to like fucking gross them out. I just realized. I just tried to do it right now. I can't. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.